this is what we do. I mean, we cut hair, and the first thing I learned in terms of cutting hair is that you have to have a sense of humility. People come in here, first thing we ask them is, how can we be of service to you? What can we do?
Or how's your day going?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we ask, how is your day going? You know what I mean? Oh, we'll tend to ask them, like, you know what I mean, give us the good word for the day. You know what I mean? That'll make them smile right away, because they got to be creative, so.
Okay.
You know? Yeah.
And it's just a natural progression when you ask somebody, you know, if you're being of service to somebody. Cuts for Kids is about providing a service for the community.
I had the idea of doing Cuts for Kids, which I presented to John to do the project to help the kids in this community, and it started out with doing free haircuts and giving away school supplies, and then we kind of like expanded on it to doing more than one day of free haircuts and then giving 1,000 kids school supplies instead of like a handful of kids.
Another reason why we're intricately involved is actually linked to this picture right here. My daughter did it, and it was very creative. It says barbershop in the back, and this is one of her talents. While we're doing what we do is because we realize that so many of these kids in the community, they have talents, and they just need to be brought out, or they need to be encouraged or cultivated or developed by positive people such as myself. We literally may have the next discoverer or cure for the AIDS virus in our midst. But if we don't give them positive resources, if we don't encourage them, they may fall by the wayside and fall through the cracks.
Not having people there when you grow up, I mean, that's something in itself. So when you come in contact with a kid that is down on his luck, he's not smiling, kind of like you know, make him want to laugh, you know what I mean? Then once you start cutting his hair, like the worries come off his face, then he looks in the mirror, he starts to smile, he starts to feel brand new. So that's
a chance for us to lead by example. You know, the vision we have for this is that, you know, after we provide the service to the kids and give them haircuts, which helps their self-esteem out, give away school supplies, or possibly we can allow this to spread throughout the community. But somebody has to have that vision, somebody has to take a stand. And so Brother Red, myself, and obviously you, Brother Mel, are committed to lead by example. And they need to be successful. They need to be around people who already are successful.
Be around positive people, you know what I mean? You can't get nowhere being negative, that's for one. You know? Integrity, you know? That's one of the main things, you know. Never limit yourself. In case something else doesn't work out for you, you can do other things. But if your passion is over here, you can always come back to your passion. Okay, I'm going to be an entertainer, but there's other things I want to touch on too in my life.
They're going to get some mentors.
Right.
When they come in here and see the haircut, it's more than a haircut. Red asks them how you doing. You ask the kids, you know, how they're doing. And what happens is, through the process of conversation, they develop a certain level of respect for us, which allows us to interact with them once they leave the barbershop. When they're in the community, when they're in the neighborhood. So what they're getting a haircut, but they're getting a lifelong person who's going to be trying to look out for their best interests. Once you put a seed into a child, that's forever. And our challenge is to see how we can water the plant being the child, how we can provide sunlight for the child, and we're going to do that through school supplies, through T-shirts, through bring your report card in, through I did it, you can also do it. Oh, this man found me. It was like a Cuts for Kids experience. You know, real talk is that he assumed leadership of his family at a young age. He showed compassion when people had kind of cast him out. And what we're trying to do in a real sense, give that type of compassion for the kid to come in here. Because we realize not all homes are broken. Nah, there's a lot of good homes around here. But there also is a need in terms of somebody needs to get these kids and believe in them and say that they can do it. And maybe, who knows, Mel, Red, y'all might be the father or mother or figure that they use to say they can make it in life. So will that ever stop? Nah, it's infinite. I mean, that's kind of interesting, ain't, because that's a slogan, that's a term in the neighborhood.
Right.
So,
cracking, yeah.
Yeah, what's cracking?
Like
what up? You know what I mean?
Yeah, big ball, we gonna flip it on them.
Yeah. What's cracking is, I'ma crack my books.
I'm gonna crack the exam.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I mean,
so you're pretty much giving what's cracking a whole new, connotation, a whole new meaning, a whole new definition.
Well, you always got to meet the kids where they're at.
Yeah.
And that's what we got to do. What's cracking? What's cracking? Me.
Me.
Okay, so what's the definition behind the word me?
Me is pretty much an acronym, which is M-E-E, not just M-E. And M-E-E stands for motivation, education, empowerment. So when people say, what's cracking, and the kids say me, they're not boasting about themselves, but they're talking about Cuts for Kids. Because the motto for Cuts for Kids is motivation, education, empowerment.
Me.
Hey yo, my word is born, long as I'm alive, I'ma put it on. Rise like the sun out the night, I'm trying to bring them dawn.